How do you prioritize your life? How do you decide what to spend your time and attention doing? Because there's so many things in this life that beg for your time, that beg for your attention, that want your resources. There's so many things that you could spend your time doing. Even when it comes down to your hobbies and things that you enjoy, there's so many things that you could spend your time doing. How do you prioritize your life? How do you prioritize it? So I was working with a client recently, and we were talking about life, and in hers it was in regards to communication, but this applies to other areas of your life, and we likened it to a meal, a nutritious meal, a balanced, healthy meal. And so how do you know what to prioritize in the meal? Is it 90% cookies and 5% carrots and 5% broccoli? Is that a healthy, well-balanced meal? No. So how do you know what it is? It comes down to your priorities and looking at what do you really want? What do you really want with your life? Because you could spend your whole time playing video games, and some people do that, and that's how they make their living, right? Is they're able to monetize that. But still, that then becomes work. Where do you put in family? Where do you put in free time? Where do you put in personal growth? Where do you put in spiritual time? And so it's important to allocate those areas. Look at your life and say, okay, what time are you spending in the different areas? Is your life a well-balanced meal? Or maybe you need to spend less time playing video games and spend a little bit more time exercising. Or maybe spend less time eating and more time exercising. Or spend less time at work and more time with your family and those relationships that matter to you. And so look at your life and say, okay, how can I allocate my time? Because we all have 24 hours in a day. And so how do you manage yours? If you look at your life right now, what are you feeling? If you're feeling frustrated, if you're feeling depressed, if you're feeling hopeless, chances are you're spending a bulk amount of time in activities, energy, and thoughts that are not serving you. And so spend more time focusing on fulfilling thoughts, positive thoughts, dreams, goals, and taking action steps towards accomplishing them. And just try a little bit, just start small and just see what the difference is in your life. Because you are a miracle, you do have a purpose, your life is worth it, you are worth it, and you are needed. And so check in with yourself and see where you're at. Things that we spend a lot of time with, that we distract ourselves, that we use to avoid addictions, that's usually there because we are afraid of something. And so instead of running from it, just check in with yourself and say, okay, what's really going on here? I could spend more time doing this, and what is the outcome? What does that usually take me to? So just take a moment to take a deep breath, pause, and reflect on what's happening and where it leads you. Look into the future a little bit and look at patterns and habits and outcomes that you have been experiencing and say, okay, is this serving me, or can I make an adjustment here? Maybe spend less time with the cookies and more time with the potatoes. Whatever it is that works for you. So remember, you are a miracle. You have a purpose. Thank you for being you. Thank you for being here with me today. Remember, I'm here at Hope to Cope every day with a new message of hope and to remind you that you are a miracle. You have a purpose. So if today's message was for you, go and like this video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you again soon.